Since December 2006, when Mexican President Felipe Calderón started a nationwide crusade against organized crime, approximately 360,000 people have died in drug-related violence. The powerful drug cartels in Mexico are responsible for killing most of these people. Over time, these criminal groups have become more sophisticated and violent, posing a very serious threat to the safety and stability of Mexico. Today's video will look at the current state of the narco cartels in Mexico and what kind of impact they are having on the country. Hello, and welcome to our channel, Business Phil. Before starting our video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Drug war. Mexican police have been fighting drug cartels in a dangerous way for more than a decade, but they haven't had much success. Every year, the conflict kills thousands of Mexicans, such as politicians, students, and journalists. In this fight, the US has worked closely with its southern neighbor, Mexico. The US has given Mexico billions of dollars to modernize its security forces, change its legal system, and fund development projects that aim to stop people from crossing Mexico's southern border. Washington has also tried to stop the flow of illegal drugs into the US by making the border with Mexico safer and making it easier to keep an eye on things. What drugs do the cartels traffic? Mexican drug trafficking groups are in charge of bringing cocaine, fentanyl, heroin, marijuana, and methamphetamine into the United States and selling them there. You may already know that most heroin and methamphetamine are made by Mexican suppliers, while most cocaine is made in Colombia and then brought to the US by Mexican criminal organizations. Like China, Mexico is a major source of fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid that can be up to 50 times stronger than heroin. Between 2019 and 2020, Mexican authorities seized almost 5 times as much fentanyl as they did in 2019. At the same time, the cartels bring huge amounts of marijuana into the US, even though it is legal in some parts of the country. On the other hand, California's booming marijuana business has led people to smuggle marijuana grown in the US across the border into Mexico, where the drug is still illegal. Let's now take a look at the major cartels in Mexico. Which are the largest cartels? The drug cartels in Mexico change all the time. Over the years, they have grown, split into smaller groups, made new alliances, and fought for territory. The US DEA says that there are a lot of different cartels that are the biggest drug trafficking threats to the US. Sinaloa cartel is a good place to start. Sinaloa is one of Mexico's oldest and most powerful drug trafficking groups. It was once led by Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. It has strongholds in almost half of Mexico's states, especially along the Pacific coast in the northwest and near the country's southern and northern borders. It also does business in as many as 50 countries, which is more than any of its Mexican competitors. In 2017, Mexican authorities extradited Guzman to the United States, where he is serving a life sentence for multiple drug charges. President Joe Biden imposed sanctions on 8 members of the group in 2021. The group is now led by Ismael Zambada Garcia and El Chapo's sons, who are known as Los Chapitos. Another major cartel in the country is the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Jalisco splintered from Sinaloa in 2010 and is among Mexico's fastest-growing cartels. It has operations in more than 2/3 of the country. Officials in the United States say that CJ&G supplies more than 1/3 of the drug market in the United States. The Beltran-Leyva organization is the next one to come. When the Beltran-Leyva brothers left Sinaloa in 2008, they started the group. Since then, all 4 brothers have been killed or put in jail, but their followers are still active all over Mexico. The groups that broke off from the organization have become more independent and powerful, maintaining ties to Jalisco, Juarez, and Los Zetas. Los Zetas started out as a paramilitary arm of the Gulf Cartel. In 2007, the DEA called Los Zetas the most technologically advanced, sophisticated, and violent group of its kind in the country. It broke off from the Gulf Cartel in 2010 and controlled large parts of eastern, central, and southern Mexico. In 2009, a group called Guerreros Unidos, which means United Warriors, broke away from the BO and started selling heroin. The group works with the CJ&G and uses the same transportation networks to bring drugs into and out of the US. Northeast Mexico, especially the states of Tamaulipas and Zacatecas, is operated by Gulf Cartel. The cartel is thought to be working with CJ&G members in those areas. In the last 10 years, the group has split into different groups, making it weaker as it fights with Los Zetas over territory. A few other cartels include the Juarez Cartel. The group has a stronghold in the state of Chihuahua, which is in the north-central part of the country. Next is La Familia Michoacana. LFM was started in the 1980s and is based in Michoacan state in the western part of Mexico. Also, we have the Los Rodos cartel that operates in central and southwestern Mexico and relies largely on kidnapping and extortion. The narco cartels of Mexico have seen better days. Once powerful and feared organizations that controlled entire regions of the country, they are now much weaker and have lost control over many areas. This is due to several factors, including increased government crackdowns, infighting among the cartels, and the rise of new drug trafficking organizations. Despite their weakened state, narco cartels still pose a serious threat to public safety in Mexico and continue to be responsible for a large number of violent crimes. What are your thoughts on the narco cartels of Mexico? Do let us know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your time. We'll see you later.